Hi, Melinda the Travel Girl here, and I want to take a few minutes tonight to talk to you about becoming a travel agent. A lot of you by now know that I've been a travel agent for a couple of years, and what I'm seeing is a lot of people asking me about it, but then not taking the plunge to become a travel agent. So I thought I'd just go over a couple things as to why you might want to become a travel agent. There are so many perks. This is the most amazing career. There are so many deals and discounts and perks of becoming a travel agent. So I'm going to go over a couple things with you. Um, a lot of times people are looking for something like this because you need to bring in some extra money. You, you're having a hard time making ends meet. And maybe you just have some extra time on your hands that you'd like to do something productive. Um, that also you can bring in extra money while filling in that gap. So I want to talk to you a little bit about also our host company. Our host agency is absolutely amazing. They've been in the business for 70 plus years. And so that's important when you're trying to decide what company or what you want to do. You want to go with something that's legit, right? There's so many scams out there, and I can tell you this is not a scam. This is totally legit. This is a great company that's been around since the 50s. So proven track record. And what that means for you is high paid out commissions. The better the host agency, the better the relationship with the vendors, and the better relationship with the vendors means higher commissions for us as travel agents, which means our work, we are going to be paid well for the sales that we make, because ultimately that's what it comes down to, is getting paid for the work that we do. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And why having a second income is beneficial for your household, for your situation. And, the tax write-offs, I mean, in itself are just incredible. The tax write-offs that we get as travel agents are enough in itself to make this worthwhile. You talk about being able to write off a part of your mortgage or your rent. This here is my office. This is my one of the bedrooms in my house that I've made into an office, so I can write a portion of my mortgage, my electricity, my water bill, my electric bill, my phone bill. If I need to buy a new printer, if I needed a new laptop, you name it, it's a write-off. And that in itself makes this business so worthwhile to get into. It literally pays for itself, even if you never were to travel. Of course, traveling, you're going to get so many perks, deals, and discounts in this business with this company. I can't say that for all companies. But one thing I can tell you, a lot of times people ask, well, why do people want a travel agent? Why do people need a travel agent? Now, let me tell you, our prices are better than Expedia. And in case you didn't know, Expedia owns all those other booking agencies, booking.com, Travelocity, etc. Expedia owns all that. And so we have vendors that actually are better priced than that. So that in itself makes it worthwhile. And not to mention that as a travel agent, we're there to help our clients. So if anything goes wrong as far as, for instance, I had a family that was going to Cancun and a hurricane hit. Well, of course, that it just totally ruined their trip. But they didn't have to worry about it. I took care of it. They had travel insurance, and we were able to rebook their trip for a couple months later, of course, when the hurricane was over. So that's the benefit of having a travel agent, is it takes the headache away from the client and their day-to-day activities. I mean, life is busy. You've got, your family situation, you've got kids, you've got all kinds of, things going on. And so life is hectic. Okay. The travel industry, let me tell you, with this company, you can do what you want as far as how you want to market your business. Let's say that you're into golf tournaments. Let's say you're into the wedding business. Let's say that you just want to do all-inclusive trips to Mexico. You can do that. However you want to market your business and your brand, we're not going to tell you no. And that's what's, really fun about this, is there are just so many avenues to marketing your business, whether it's business, groups, weddings, families, family reunions, you name it, graduation, senior trips, you name it, it's there. Another little tidbit about our company is we are paid 80% commission, okay, which is higher than a lot of other agencies. Some agencies are only going to pay you, say, 30, 40, 50%. Our company pays 80%. Yes, they keep 20 off the top. And that's because they are our host agency, and they pay for a lot. Our website, our marketing, you name it, a back office, tons of support, tons of help, anything you want to get certified with, you name it, we have it. Okay, sporting events, theme park tickets, shows, concerts, activities, tours, you name it, we have access to it. Okay, sound like fun yet? Cruises are very popular. Okay, and to give you an idea of how much you could make off a cruise, for instance, you have a family that wants to go on a trip, and let's say they go on a 7-day trip with Virgin Voyages. Virgin Voyages is adults only. And let's say their trip is about $5,000 guesstimate. You're looking at making about $500 with that. Not bad money for booking a trip. I mean, that's pretty doggone easy. Okay, all-inclusive trip to Mexico, same thing. Let's say you have a family that, they're going to spend a couple thousand taking the family all-inclusive trip to Mexico. They're going to spend about 5 days, easy $500. I'm not kidding. And it might take 30 minutes or an hour, depending on if you've got to go back and forth with the client. Okay, we have lots of different vendors, tons of vendors that we can go through. Disney, Carnival, FunJet, Sandals, Marriott, Hilton, you name it, we have it. Okay. Let's see, what else can we talk about here? Travel perks. Let's talk about travel perks. So one of our cruise vendors, you actually get a free cruise when you finish the training with them. Yep, not even lying. Okay, theme park tickets, free tickets to theme parks. Okay, travel agent discounts. Okay. So a lot of people will ask, well, where do I find clients? We're going to teach you. We're going to train you. We have an extensive training program that will teach you how to market your business, how to brand your business, and how to find clients. Okay? It's not hard. Seriously, social media, get out there, market your business. Don't be a secret agent. Get out there and network, post on social media, attend networking events, walk into businesses, whatever works for you. Okay? Maybe you already have an established, group of people that you work with, or from church or the schools or whatever. Okay, get out there, talk to them, tell them, hey, I'm a travel agent. I can get you a really good deal. Just give me a chance. Okay, we are a full service agency, and what that means is you have a massive support network, tons of vendors and suppliers, all the certifications you could ever want. For instance, I have Um, um, my master's degree is in the Middle East. It is the study of domestic and international terrorism. So I studied a lot of Israel, Turkey, the Middle East, things like that. So I got my certification for those countries so that I could be a specialist and be able to talk the talk for those countries. Okay, whatever your thing is, let's say you want to be a specialist for Spain or London, you name it, you can get certified. It's all part of the program. Okay, tons and tons of training. I'm telling you, we have training for everything. Why join our company? Our company is absolutely amazing. We even have started a money back guarantee. So after a year, if you have not made your money back, we have a program for that. Okay, we are so convinced that you're going to make money being a travel agent that we have a 12-month guarantee. Okay, we also have an optional mentorship program. This is optional. This is 100% optional. Okay, first of all, let me start off by saying there are no quotas with our company. No one's going to be calling you. No one's going to be hounding you saying, where are your sales? How come you haven't recruited anyone? We don't even say the word recruit. If you want to mentor people like I do, I have a team. And if you want to mentor others, it's optional. But with that means a little extra money. Okay, so if you want to be in that program, just let us know. We'll be glad to show you how that works. Okay, so there's several ways to make money with our company. Commissions off the sales that you make, commissions off your team, if you're team building, and yes, lots of ways to get paid. Several times a month that we get paid. Okay, super amazing. Okay, let's see what else we have. Let me just say that I absolutely love this company. I did a lot of research before I found this company. I looked at several different travel agencies and I attended the Zoom meeting. Took about 45 minutes. I was on the Zoom meeting, and then you can enroll at the end. I absolutely knew I love this company and this was the right company for me, and I have not turned back. There are lots of travel agencies out there, but this is the one that I feel is the best one, and it's the best one for me, which is why I haven't changed. I wanted to find a company that I could start with and build with and not leave. This is an amazing company. Archer Travel is our host agency. We also, on our networking side, we fall under Evolution Travel. And this is an incredible, incredible company. And so I encourage you, please, to think about it, become a travel agent. Hit me up with questions. I'll be glad to have a one-on-one with you. Who can join our company? You must be a citizen of the United States, over the age of 18. You can also be from Mexico or Australia or the UK. There are some other countries throughout the world that you also can join from. And that is only because of pay reasons. It's not because we're trying to discriminate for any reasons. It just has to do with how the payout works. So there are only so many countries that we can work with. But absolutely, if you're from the US, Mexico, Australia, the UK, shoot me an email. Let's talk. If you want to set up a time to chat on the phone, we can do that. You can send me an email. I'm going to have all my information here. But for anyone interested in becoming a travel agent, this is the best career. This is the best side hustle. You can work it part-time, full-time, anytime. Literally never have to leave your house. You can work from your phone. If you have an iPad, laptop, seriously, most days I'm in my pajamas and my bathrobe until about 2 p.m. when I finally get up and head to the gym. So this is a great career, great way to bring in extra money, a great way to, in my case, I'm retired from the Army, and it's just a way for me to keep my mind busy, keep me out of trouble, and have fun. I'm booking trips that are absolutely incredible. This week alone, I booked a family of 4 going to Thailand. I've got a couple going to Italy. I've got another couple that are going on a cruise, a lady taking her kids on a cruise. There are just so many different ways to keep your clients happy, and it's fun, and it's not hard work. It can be. I can tell you the trip to Thailand did take some research. If you're going to be a good travel agent, you want to put in a little extra time to make sure that you are booking your clients the right trip. You're going to do some investigations and see, okay, well, where is the best place in downtown, Phuket to stay. You want to put in, some investigation. I love investigating. Google's your best friend in this business. Also, Barnes and Nobles, checking out, books that are very helpful. And but anyway, please think about becoming a travel agent. It's a lot of fun. I'm always finding also like cute little outfits. This one is Amsterdam. I feel like as a travel agent, I should always be wearing something that's, fun and trendy, and, about a certain city or country. So I hope you'll think about becoming a travel agent. Please reach out to me, and I hope you have a blessed day. This is Melinda, the Travel Girl. Thank you.